What's up, guys? This is Renegade, and welcome to RGR. Today, I'll be reviewing and rating. Alright, today's the highly talked about Marathon, and this is crazy and all over the place right now because everybody likes to compare, extraction shooters, will this match up to Arc Raiders and blah blah blah. And it's just been talked about a lot because also Bungie, Destiny and all that. There's a lot on the line for Bungie with this game, and I'm here to talk about it today. I decided to jump on the train and try to get this video as quick as possible. That's why it's going up on a day that I don't normally upload, but this is just, the most hyped game at the moment, so I thought I'd go ahead and get a video out here. So let's talk about the game overall for a second. I feel like this game has a bit of an identity issue because it wants you to be fast. You're called a runner, so it wants you to run around. It's more futuristic, so you would think, maybe you could bullet sponge some stuff, but you really can't. You die very quickly, which I will get into that later in my gameplay section. But it's just, I don't know. It felt like it had a bit of an identity issue, which I think that they will fix. It seems like the developers are very in tune with the audience and they respond quickly to problems or advice. So I'm excited about that. I think it could be a lot of fun. And I played a good amount in the last 2 days. I started playing as soon as it dropped. So I didn't play everything, I didn't completely finish everything. So I can't give you a complete rundown, but I played enough to get my lay of the land. I played 11 hours so far, and I will continue to play more. But I feel like I did good with what I feel like I accomplished a lot and I got a grip on what's going on in the game. So let's talk about gameplay. The gameplay feels really good. That's one thing Bungie is good with gunplay and movement and all that. It feels really good. But like I said with the identity issue, you die so quick. Like if someone sneaks up behind you, it's over. I struggled with this game because of how quick you can get killed and also how quick you can kill. But it turns into a crouch walking simulator, a sneaking simulator. Whoever can sneak up on who. Now, playing as a team does fix that. And I'll get into more of that in the next section. But the gameplay is solid, the gameplay loop is fun. There are 6 runners. There's Triage, Vandal, Assassin, Recon, Destroyer, and Thief. And then they have a 7th. It's like a Scav runner, which is called Rook, which I think is a cool idea. So Rook, you load in solo only, and you load into Trios games, and you load in like halfway through the current run that everybody's on. And you can go in and be like a loot goblin. It's basically a low risk run. So you don't have any of your own loot. You go in with a free kit as Rook, and you look like a robot and with a different set of abilities. And it's just basically if you have no money, you run in as Rook, grab some money, get out. So I think that's cool that they added that. Now there's also free kits, and you can do contracts with your regular runner with the free kits. So I don't know. Rook is kind of like basically if you want to run solos and trios and mess with other people, I guess. But this game definitely it encourages you to use free kits a lot because you can lose your loot very easily. But the gameplay itself it feels great. The shooting feels good, feels responsive. It's very solid. The abilities are they're alright. Nothing really to write home about in my opinion. But gameplay all around is really good. I give it an 8 out of 10. Multiplayer co-op. This is where I ran into some problems. So running solos, did not like it. I struggled with solos a lot. Because like I said, it's whoever can sneak up on who. The armor doesn't feel like, if you have green or blue, it doesn't feel much more powerful than base armor. And with solos, I found myself just using free kits because you can use them every time with no issues. And I just didn't really like that. This game feels like it encourages you to use free kits with how fast you can get killed if someone sneaks up on you in solos. And also, if you're solo, you're fighting. There's so many AI to fight. like in a location, you can get overran quick, so you can get killed very easily by so many different people. There's times where I killed an enemy, and then as soon as I killed him, another one killed me, and then another one killed that person. It was like a ladder, boom, boom, boom. So solos, I did not like. Now playing as a team, I played with randoms and a friend. Playing as a team is where I feel this game shines because you don't have to be so scared to watch your back. You can also fight the AI enemies as a team, and it's a lot easier because you're fighting armies of robots, much more than in Ark. And yeah, the team play just felt so much better in this game. If they, I think, buff the armor, maybe make the AI a little less spongy, and make there be less of them, then I think solos would be better. Because, I mean, it's just, if someone sees you before you see them in solos, you're dead. Just that fast, no matter what you do. I lost so much loot just by getting snuck up on. So, multiplayer co-op, because of that dichotomy, I'm giving it right in the middle. Multiplayer co-op gets a 5 out of 10 because solos was not fun and team play was fun. So, 5 out of 10. There's a story with this, I guess, if you want to read on it, but just like Ark, I don't, with an extraction shooter, I don't really care that much about reading up on a story, so I will not be giving story a rating. Replayability. The replayability seems really great as of right now. There is a lot. So far, I feel like there's a lot to do. You have separate upgrade trees for all 6 different factions that you can play as. Different upgrades, different loot, different stores you can buy from each faction, different storylines. So there's a lot of replayability. Now, because I don't know what end game would look like, I can't exactly give it a perfect score because I haven't gotten there yet. But replayability, I gave a 9 out of 10. Monetary value, this game is $40 and I've spent 11 hours in it so far. That comes out to $3.64 an hour for me. And like I will, that's just my current number as of right now. I will play this game more and that number will get lower, but that's as of right now. Do I think it's worth the 40? I mean, if you have a team, if you have 1 or 2 people you can play this game with, for sure, I think it's worth the money. But if you're going in solo, you can go randoms. I've had some good times playing with randoms. I've found some good people. But this game, it's very much team play oriented. You're not gonna, I don't think you'll have a great time playing solos. I did not. So for that section of the game being cut out for me personally, I give monetary value a 6.5 out of 10. Fun. It comes back around to the whole game as a package. Team play, fun. Solo, not fun. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle here. This isn't Arc Raiders where you're going to have a bunch of funny clips, This is very much a shoot on sight game. That's why I said, identity issue. Yeah, I guess it relates more to Tarkov. From what I've heard, Tarkov is like that, shoot on sight. So if you're going in looking, thinking maybe Arc Raiders, you'll have some funny moments. Like, no, you're going in, this is war. So fun, I give a 6.5 out of 10. And all that being said, brings my total rating to a 7 out of 10. Thank you for sticking with me this long. I hope you like the game. I'm going to keep playing it more, and I'll catch you in the next one.